Hey everybody, and welcome into this new tutorial of Shopify. I'm going to show you, this is a really free course and a full course how you can create an online store with Shopify step by step, guys. So in this tutorial we want to see how you can create your first online shop, how you can create your name if you don't have any name yet, how you can create your slogan here using Shopify generators in the same application, how to look for the perfect product if you want to make drop shipping and all that, how to I'm going to show you a few extensions that can help you with the drop shipping. What is the drop shipping, how we can use Facebook ads library, and of course we can choose how to design our own templates, how we can use free templates in order for creating our Shopify account, how to make a logo. There are a bunch of things that we're going to look here into the Shopify course. So thank you for reading here, and let's jump into it. So first of all, let's take a look at what is Shopify. So Shopify is an e-commerce that can help us, guys, to sell our stuff and creating our first or second account website in order for making more professional sales in here, so we can bring our business online, whether that would be from the food, jewelry, or beauty, or home and garden, depending on what you're trying to achieve here. And we can create an online business. We can move from a business online and switch to Shopify. We can hire a Shopify expert so they can be helping us step by step how about all our marketing, merchandise, and all that. So with that being said, guys, if you don't have an account of Shopify, I'm going to leave you a link down below in the description, guys, so you can get a 15 days trial mode, so you can get that totally for free and you can start working into Shopify and take a look of how it works. And if you're already convinced, you can start with a low price. So once you get into the link that I gave you guys, you can choose the start free trial. As you're gonna see here, it says create your account. I'm gonna go back. Let's say I want to choose an email address. For the purpose of this specific tutorial, I'm going to choose a temporary mail, so I won't be receiving a lot of mails in here. So once you put in here and you fill your information, it's going to be asking you which of this best describes you. Now for the purpose of this tutorial, as you can see, we are all beginners, so let's get into I am just starting. Right, I'm going to go into next. What would you like to sell? So let's say, for example, I want to sell an online store only. If you have social media, if you have in-person section, if you have an online marketplaces, you can choose all of that. But you can select maybe an online store and maybe I'm not sure. So depending on what kind of selections you choose, they're going to be helping you and walk through all the things you might be needing you and the tools into Shopify. So hitting to next. What would you like to name your store? Now this is the place where you want to choose the store name. If you don't have a store name, you can go into this free business name generator from Shopify. So let's get into find a business name. For example, describe your brand in one word, enter it into the shop name generator. So let's say, for example, let's start from the easy part, and the easy part is trying to locate what kind of items you're going to sell into our store. So for example, I want to sell some headphones. So how to describe your brand in one word? So I don't know, if we are talking about headphones, let's try to look for sound quality, right? So let's see, generate names, and as you can see, we found 100 business names containing sound quality. So as you can see here, you have my sound quality, point sound quality, umbrella sound quality, maybe umbrella sounds, or I don't know, maybe I want to choose sounds, generate a name that fits the sound word. So you have Kappa sounds, West End sounds, Neptune, or just sounds. Actually, it's now available here. So let's say I want to choose, for example, the first one actually looks really great. And just a quick advice of the marketplace, if it's easy to pronounce and it's really simple, the better. So in our case, let's try with sounds, right? So we want to reserve your brand if you want to. Choose your email, your passcode, and go into the next section. But in our case, you need to select the store name. So let's get into sounds. And as you can see here, it is our store name we want to go into next. Now, where will your business be located? So as you can see, it appears at Mexico because I'm currently here into Latin America, and all the country that appears into my computer has been already uploaded here. So depending on what kind of country you're going to be selecting, I'm going to be showing you all the features and all the tools that we can be using to helping creating your account. So it's really important, guys, that you choose really wise your country or your region. So I'm going to stick with Mexico just for a second here. I'm going to go into next. One last step before starting your free 14-day trial. So let's get into continue with email. And you just need to provide a new passcode. In my case, I'm just going to put this real quick. As you can see, the password string is strong enough. I want to create my Shopify account, and as almost every website that can give you a trial mode is going to be sending you an email confirmation so you can start working into Shopify. So it says building your store, so that's the reason why you want to put the exact information, the most detailed information about your brand in order to continue, guys. So you don't have to be worried about we're just starting, right? As you can see, your trial just started. I'm gonna minimize this one. Give your business time to grow. Just Shopify monthly. So as you can see, we can select a plan, but we're gonna be sticking with the 14 days trials. Okay, so now it says setup guide. Install products apps. Use your design to create a custom printed product. Try a few apps to find the products, prices, and shipping options that works for you. So let's get into browse print on demand application. So actually, the amount of application that you're sending into your account is how it's going to be working. So if you choose the Printuful print of demand section, I'm going to choose. We have the free plan available. So let's get into add application. I'm going to be choosing my account. Here it is, my email. I want to go into continue. Now we need to install that into our store. I'm gonna create an account real quick. So speaking about Printuful, this is just like a tool that we can use, guys, in order for creating your customized items in here. So I'm gonna choose that into English just 1 second ago here. And in here, whether you are designing your first product, let's say for example I want to go into design your product in here. And here we have like a few templates in here. So it says create or edit a template. So I want to choose my store, my first product template in here. So we can either use men's clothing, kids, hats, accessories in here, home and living collections. Now let's try to look for our template, specifically speaking about our products. So let's get into accessories in here. Let's see if they have something about earphone case. Let's say for example I want to choose earphone cases. So I want to sell earphone cases. I want to scroll a little bit up, and as you can see, these are some AirPods case. Now for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to stick just with one item here. So I want to select my AirPods case. And as you can see, we can drop our design in here. This is the product information, the pricing guidelines. We can choose all colors. If you want to select all of them, you can do it as well. That depends on you guys. Let's say for example I don't want to choose gray because it's not likely. I don't like that a lot. And now it's going to be asking you to add a quick design, add a clip art, some premium image. Let's try with add quick design. As you can see, we have a few designs of the Pride Month. You have Mother's Days, Hello Baby. If you want to create here your design for your brand, you can go into canva.com. So here you can create your design. It's going to be really easy, guys, to create a design here. So you can go into create a design here. I want to search for a logo. So let's see if we can choose for a template here. Let's see the 500 for 500. So it's going to be asking you to have a new tab. Now it's going to be showing me a lot of logo templates. As you can see, there are a bunch of logos that we can choose in here. So let's try to look for audio logos to take a look of how those are looking here. So as you can see, I kind of like this one. It says podcast, it's like from a podcast. So I want to maybe use this same sample here and create my own logo. So I'm going to go into elements in here. I'm going to go into lines and shapes, and let's say I want to select this circle right in here, and I want to expand this just a little bit higher enough so I can be choosing here. I can choose a lot of things in here, like for example the color. Let's say for example I want to stick with the black color. I want to go into the elements once again, and let's see if we can find like an icon. Here it is, what I was trying to look for, some headphones. And I'm gonna try to look for the S letter. So let's see if I can fit this S letter inside the logo. So it's just like, it's really simple guys to create a logo, so you just need to be a little creative here. So let's say for example I want to stick with that. Let's say this is pretty good for me, like that. And I want to select here my logo. I want to send that backwards, and I want to lock that. I'm going to be choosing my S. I'm going to lock this as well, and the only thing that's going to be moving is my headset. So now what I want to do is to choose a color. I want to choose a black color, and as you can see it like works to choose. I'm going to try to look something a little bit more easy. Now if you want to select in a specific PNG element and this one appears as a pro and you have to pay for that, for example like this one, you have to worry about that. It's really easy guys, just to hit into a new tab and look for a waveform sticker. I want to go into images in here, and now as you can see we can't look for something that fits for us. Now for example I kind of like this one, but I want to use like a very more tiny. For example this one works for me. I'm gonna choose the same one but a bit high resolution. I want to copy this image and paste it right into my design. As you can see, here it is. So if you're okay with your logo and you don't want to choose anything else, let's say this is just really simple. I'm not gonna stick around in here for the purpose of this tutorial. So let's go into continue. I want to show this, and what I want to do is to download this as a PNG file. So all the things that are specifically speaking about the white boards is gonna be disappearing, so I don't have to be worried about that. So once I fill in that, once I finish that, I want to go into download. You can see here is my design. I want to see it into my Windows page. I'm going to open this real quick just to make sure it really works. So now when we finish that, we want to go back into our Shopify account. We were into the Printuful section. Remember, we were into the Drop Your Design here. So let's get into our store file drive, and I want to upload my new logo in here. I want to select here it is, and it's starting to creating the logo. And as you can see, here it is. I want to choose apply, and as you can see, it's really easy to be adding here our logo. We can choose this option. Let's say for example here we can choose a removal tool, so we can remove the background. We can try that totally for free if you want to. If not, you can just go ahead and go back. In that case, we just leave this like that. But if you want to, you can choose to delete all the blank spaces so you can see only the logo and all that. So let's get into continue. If you're okay with that, let's go into got it. This is how it's going to be looking for us. Let's get into continue once again. And as you can see, here is the product template. You can choose the sizes if you want to and save the product template, and the price is going to be appearing in here. So you can add this into the store, and after that you can make the purchase and you can receive that, and now you can start setting that sending that. So let's go back into our Shopify account real quick. Now we want to customize our theme here into Shopify. So let's select our account real quick, So now let's get into customize the look and feel of your online store. Now, as I just told you guys, you can choose some free themes that are available in here. So let's say, for example, I want to select this current theme. This is the theme customers see when they visit your store theme. So let's see, I'm gonna go into the free themes to explore some of those, and let's see which one fit for our store the best. So I want to scroll down. Now, speaking about the headphones that we are creating here, I think the best option that can works for us, I'm pretty sure the reverse is gonna be looking great, because we can choose a headphone here and like your brand slogan here. So I'm gonna go into add to the theme library, and after that it's gonna be just customize your online store. So now we can create a logo if you want to. I'm going to choose create a professional logo, continue exploring logos. I'm going to go into explore logos. If you are, as you can see, this one appears to send it into Hatchful created by Shopify, so we can get started. So let's say, for example, our business space, it's speaking about technology, or no, in our case it's technology, so I'm going to choose tech. I'm going to go into next, and now like the visual style. So in our case, since this one appears to be like for headphones and all that, the best way I can choose is the bold one, because it's really easy to choose some bold logos in here. So my business name, it's again sounds, and if you don't have a slogan, you don't have to be worried about that, because Shopify also offers a slogan generator here. So we've already created our name generator, so let's exit this, because I've already showed you how this works, guys. Now let's go into the free slogan maker. I want to enter a word that you want to slogan to code. Let's go into sounds and generate slogans. Now let's take a look how this works. See the sounds, feel the shine, the precedence by sounds. If you want to get ahead, get a sound. Okay, I want to delete an S, so let's see what works into these terms. The sound that refreshes, sound opens the floodgates, go crack a sound, take a sound, spice of your life, sound is good for you. For example, I kind of like this one, sound is good for you. It's like really easy. So I just want to select this one. I'm going to choose this copy section. I want to go into my logo generator. I want to paste this sound is good for you. I'm going to go into next. Tell us where the logo will be used. So this will be used for an online store, and if you want a social media, you can do that as well. I'm gonna go into next. We made this logos for you. So let's take a look for what fits for us the best. So I kind of don't like any of those. I kind of like the one that we just stick with. Let's try to look another business space. So we choose technology, right? So let's try to look for something else like art and photo, because that might be a little bit more easier. Or let's hit none of the above. I'm gonna go into both. I kind of don't like those. I'm gonna go back again. I'm gonna choose art and photos. So let's see what kind has been appeared. So as you can see, like the best kind of like it's, for example, this one sounds kind of like this one. For example, it's really easy, and do remember, guys, the easy is the best. So let's try to change the font of this text, because I kind of don't like that a lot. So I'm gonna scroll a little bit down. I want to take a look here into how this works. I kind of like this one. I'm gonna go into my colors, and let's say, for example, I kind of don't like this color. I kind of like, and the icon, it's really great that we have this icon. We can choose other icons. For example, I want to look for entertainment, and let's see if they have some kind of headsets or something like that. As you can see, they don't have that much. I'm gonna go into technology just to take a look if they have a headset or something like that. As you can see, here is one of those. So as you can see, here is that logo and the layout. It's gonna be showing me something like that. And if you're okay with that, just get into next. I kind of want to change my font once again, because I don't like this one. So in that case, I want to put everything on caps like this. So I'm gonna go into next, and as you can see here, we have our new logo. If you like this new logo, or if you like the one that we just created here into Canva, you can choose whatever you want to, because Canva is totally for free, so you don't have to be paying any of that. And in here you can have your sound section. You just need to put in here your email. Once again, I'm going to go into my temporary mail, so I want to select this one. I'm going to paste it right in here, and if you want to create a passcode, you're totally good to go. And let's get into sign up. Now our logo has been already created, so I just want to download that. So there, now that we have our logo, we can go back into Shopify. We can customize our theme we just saw before. So I want to go into, for example, as you can see, it's really easy to start customizing here our label here. So for example, I kind of don't like this one, so I want to go into my slides. I want to go into, I'm going to choose the Shopify theme store, so we can take a look at more advanced tools. Expression, I'm going to stick with Dawn, so I'm going to browse this theme. Choose this section, and it's totally for free, so I can try the theme here. I can choose my account, which is the second one, and I can add the theme into my online store. Now it says adding Dawn, so I'm gonna close this option if you want to close it. Here is Dawn, the theme library, and it's already added. So I want to customize my Shopify. So let's say, for example, I want to change my cover image. I want to select an image in here. I want to go into free image. I want to select headphones to take a look just how it works. So let's say, for example, this one appears to be like right okay. I want to choose an image banner. This option, I want to go into remove my block, because I kind of don't like that. I want to remove all of that. And once again, I want to choose the first image. As you saw, guys, I'm going to choose once again my headphones, the first one. I'm going to select this one. So as you can see, it looks like that. Talk about your brand. So it's really easy, guys. I'm going to choose slogan that we just created here into Shopify, so we can just go into this option. I'm going to paste that, and here is my heading, right? So share information about your brand of the customer. So let's say, for example, this is a trial, and here have some featured products. We can start creating here our products and the pricing here. As you can see, it says MXM because I currently put the country, which is Mexico, so we can change that later. Okay, so I can scroll a little bit down and take a look. I can just start designing my account, my website, meanwhile I started creating here my account. So whether you have your product, whether you create your own product, or you want to look for a perfect product in order for making some dropshipping. Now, dropshipping means that you don't have the item, you don't own the item. There's someone else that you need to provide that item, so that someone else is going to be helping you to send that into the customer's location. So that means if someone purchases your item, you have to notify your provider of the store where it has to be sent. So after he makes the payment, you just need to pay for the person who's going to be sending you, for the provider who's going to be asking you for a commission or something like that. And it's really easy to go into dropshipping. So how does this works? How do we can start with to look for the perfect product? And this a very easy way to look for the perfect product, and we can start just by looking here into Facebook. So that's the reason why I have a tab already open here from Facebook. And now what you guys want to do is to go and just take a look of all the ads that has been already added. So in order to only see ads inside Facebook, you might want to add a new extension called Turbo Ad Finder. So in that case, I'll already upload that. So as you can see, this one is going to be appearing ads inside my Facebook account. So all the things that appears into my Facebook account are only ads. So once I have already installed, I want to go back into my Facebook section, and as you can see, I can only see ads. There are lots of ads in here. So so you can take a look at which one are being like trending. As you can see, there are a bunch of classes in here, coupon discount, t-shirts. In our case, we already wanted to sell some headsets, some headphones, so we don't need to use this tool. But you guys, if you want to take a look here, how does this ads by Facebook works, you can totally go ahead and do that. And for example, I want to go into the ads library inside Facebook. So this is a very easy and really helpful tool in order for searching for the ads. For example, I want to look for some headphones, the ads. So as you can see, we have Marshall headphones. I'm gonna just close this for a second in here. So let's see, 11 more advertisers in here. So as you can see, there are a bunch of things. Let's say I want to look for, all right, let's get into Marshall headphones, right? So I want to select the country. I'm going to go into all. I'm going to select ad category. I'm going to choose all the ads. And let's say I want to look for some headphones. And as you can see, there are a bunch of ads sponsored by Marshall. So I'm going to scroll a little bit down and see what they've done so far. It says take home generation of home speaker now re-engined with an Ever Water stereo sound stage. So I want to scroll down. I want to take a look at something that works into my headphones. I want to scroll a little bit down from the Marshall section. I want to look for something else from headphones. I'm going to select this option that says headphones. It totally depends, guys, of how you're going to look for the ad. So once you already know what you're going to sell and how you're going to sell that, now let's take a look at how we can start creating our first stock items in here. So whether you are using your own products or you want to add a few products to your store, so you can add this to your store. As you can see, add product to your store, details for your store inside Printuful. So let's say, for example, I want to choose the print files. I want to proceed to mockups. This is all my media available. I want to choose the description language. The product title is airport case. Let's say, for example, custom logo. I want to choose some tag in pre-collection and proceed to the pricing. Now as you can see, here's the retail price, the Printuful price, and the revenue here. So you can choose into your account. I'm going to choose adding new product to your store, and I'm going to go back into my account. We can go into the app, into the online store inside the Shopify. Here it is. And now what you guys want to do is to look for the dropshipping. It's called Dsers. So in here, what's going to happen here into Dsers, it's going to be connecting the Aliexpress account into our dropshipping tool for the e-commerce. So I want to make the free installation. Now here is, I want to look for creating, I want to create an account in here real quick. I want to choose my email, and I want to link my Shopify store, which is the first option. I want to add the application, or you can create a new account if you want to. As you can see, I'm already creating my account in here. I'm going to install the application inside my Shopify. So as you can see, it automatically find my account. As you can see, it says Sounds. That's the name of our shop. Now I want to choose the basic one just for this specific tutorial. I want to link this to Aliexpress because I want to look for items inside Aliexpress. And then what you guys want to do is to sign into your account real quick. I'm going to create a new account inside Aliexpress using the same email address. Really important, guys. Really important, guys. And now what I want to do is to send a verification code. Now I'm going to go into temporary mail. I just need to grant the authorization. I want to authorize this. I'm going to choose quit this pop-up notifications, and after I authorize this, I just need to access now. So now I have access into Aliexpress, so I can start looking for items in here. So I'm going to go into slide to verify. I'm going to go into submit. So now that we are into our Aliexpress account, let's try to look for the item that we want to sell. So in my case, I want to look for some headphones of Bluetooth maybe. And as you can see here, it is return to Shopify, and I want to look for, so just be sure to inside the Dsers application here. So you are really aware of that. So as you can see, I'm going to hit into next. I'm going to link into my Aliexpress account in here real quick. I want to sign in inside the Dsers website, which is this one. Now once again, I'm going to authorize this. So let's start with the I will explore freely and learn later. Now it's going to be showing us the Aliexpress. So once again, I'm going to look for my headphones. I'm going to click into enter now. I'm going to close this just for a second. Maybe I'm going to have to use the anchor. This actually looks really great. So let's say I want to choose this headsets, this sound core. It's really looking great for me. So I want to scroll a little bit down. And if it works for you, you can add to import list. So it says now imported. Now it says don't show again, go to the import to checklist. Now for this specific tutorial, I'm just going to be using one item here because I want to be focused just on the headphones and the headsets. Let's say for example, I want to check the supplier optimizer, search for product. And once again, I'm going to look for headphones, but I'm going to look for something a little bit different so I can have a little bit more variety here into my website. So as you can see, I'm going to go into headphones. This is going to take just a couple of seconds. So let's say I want to look for this Lenovo, right? Or the first one. I'm going to hit it with this imported. Now I'm going to go back into my import list. As you can see, here's my import list of Dsers. Now what I want to do is to select here and try to push this to Shopify, but first I want to edit my product so I can be using my specific title. For example here, let's say I want to pick one, self-warfare in ear variants. If you want to choose all of them, you're good to go. If you're not, then you can choose that. And for example, here's the variety here, and here's the price value. You can choose to enable this a little bit more up. I'm going to hit into save, and let's see if now I want to edit this product once again. Soundcore live. I want to choose the variants here. I want to select all of them and try to put this a little bit more up. Specifically speaking about the price, so it's gonna be looking much more better. Something like that. I want to delete this item here real quick. So if you're okay with those new prices, you want to save those. I want to choose once again all my items. I want to push that into Shopify. So it says store selection. I want to continue selling without stock. If you don't want to do that, you can leave this like that. I want to push that to Shopify, and let's see if this one enables that or if there's an error, so we can check the status and see if we can update that. So as you can see, it says successfully pushed to import reviews. So I can exit in here, and I want to go back into my Shopify account. I want to take a look here into my store. So as you can see, here's my product section. I want to go into my products, and as you can see, we already have the AirPods case that we just created from this template of Printuful. And we have these two options that are enable that, so you just need to, and it's now already been, let's try to do that already active, right? So as you can see, it says active online store. So if I go into my orders in here, it's going to be appearing all the orders that has been created by the customers. So we will only be charged for the plan after our free trial ends. So we have only 14 days. If you go into the customers, you're going to see when you add a customer, we'll be able to update the details, the summary of the orders, segments, and personalized communication after they make the payment, right? Now into the analytics, we can check how many sales we've made so far, how many dollars we've made, the conversion rate, our orders in here. I want to scroll a little bit down to see the location, the traffic source, whether they come from our landing page and all that. So you might want to take a look in here if you want to check out your sales in here. Now we have a few reports of your sales, of the acquisition, your orders once again. And if I go into the live view, I'm gonna see absolutely live how many people are checking my website right now at the moment. So as you can see, you have 0, it has total sales of 0. So you can choose in a specific country if you want to. Let's say for example, I want to choose the United States in here, so it's going to be scrolling that in here is going to be appearing the amount of persons that are seeing here my account. And if you go into the marketing section, you can check out how you can make automations in here. So you can go into the Google, Pinterest, Snapchat ads, so you can make ads to make traffic inside the Shopify. I strongly suggest you guys to do some Facebook ads. We will see that tutorial later, but in my case I'm going to stick to that real quick. So I'm going to go into the discount section. You can manage some discount and promotion. So let's say I want to create a discount of maybe amount of my product, and the discount code is going to be here 1. I'm going to generate that. As you can see here, it is the automatic discount, and the value of that is going to be 15% off of a specific product. And if I go into browse, it's going to be appearing all my items here. So for example, I want to choose my AirPod case, and minimum purchase amount, let's say you need to buy 20. This appears like $1. In my case, it appears once again as MXN pesos. And after that, I want to go into save my discount. So it's not going to be available in here. And here is the shareable link. So after you enable this discount code, is going to be applying the 50% already opened. So now let's go into our online store. As you can see, we have the done version that we haven't currently created. So let's go back into our section where we want to customize here our account. I want to, as you can see, here is the product has been already added. I want to choose this option, and here we have the collection, right? So as you can see, here's the catalog and all that. I want to scroll a little bit down. I want to go into my default product. I'm going to go into my home so I can add the other items that we just update here. So I want to select the feature collection, and as you can see, here's the college here. So I want to click in here, collection. I want to change that. Now let's see if I can change. So as you can see, everything that's inside the collection is going to be appearing into the features products. So if I go back into my account, I want to go into my products. I want to select this option. It's right in here. So you can add this new collection, or you can go into the collection section, and here is one product, right? So it says one home page. So I can select this one that says features and my new headphones, right? So here into the products, we just need to select our products. I'm going to go into the browse section, and we can choose the one that we just imported from Aliexpress. I'm going to hit into done, and it says products being updated. So now I can hit into save, and I want to go back into this section of the draft. I want to go a little bit back. I'm going to refresh this real quick. So I want to go back into my products in here. I want to select my earpods, and what I want to do is to go into the sales channel and apps. I want to select the online store. I want to save this one, and I want to go into the preview to take a look of how it's looking here into my account. So as you can see, here's my store. This is the name of my store, my home, my catalog, my contact section, and as you can see, here's our product. As you can see, we have a lot of colors that we can choose in here. And as you can see, the amazing part of dropshipping is that all the specification has been already created here automatically. So you just need to fit something like the image in here, the free shipping section you might also like. So as you can see, this is the other item that we just popped in there. So as you can see, all the information that I need to choose to take a look at, it's already been added there. So the more easy, simple your website is, the better. So if I scroll a little bit down, you're gonna see that there are only 3 products in here. So it's really simple, guys, to be creating here a website of dropshipping. So for example, I want to select this option. I want to delete this because I don't want to add a lot of things into my account, into my website. So I just need to provide the important part of that, which in our case, it's only the items in here. So as you can see, here's my collection name. I want to choose a collection. I want to choose headphones. So you can see, this is our brand that we just created a few seconds ago. I want to go into the image, here. I'm going to change once again the image again. I'm going to select this option, and in here I'm going to choose sounds. So in here, you just need to paste the option that you select in here. Let's say, for example, I want to look back from the import list. So now what I want to do is to go back into my account. And it's looking pretty good actually. So I'm going to click into the full screen section. If you want to see the mobile option, of course, you might see that your your website looks like this. So let's say, for example, I don't like that. I'm going to scroll a little bit up to see what kind of works it is. So as you can see, there are a bunch of things that we can add into our account, into our website. As you can see, it's looking pretty good so far. We need to add a few things. I strongly recommend you guys to go into your Shopify and go into the online store. There are a bunch of applications that you can add into your website. So for example, this is the help center. So if you clicked in the help center, look for that into the Shopify app store, and it's going to be popping up a new tab. It's going to be appearing the rich panel customer service, the live chat desk. So if you clicked in there, we also have the MMS marketing, which is really great. So what I want to do is to look for that into the Shopify app store, and once it appears in that, as you can see, here's the fresh marketer or the mail chip. So actually it's really easy guys, flexible and quickly. You just need to select this option and we can add the application. You just need to make sure this is totally for free. If not, they might be having a few plans speaking about the application, but there are a bunch of things that are already created. If you create a website, there are a bunch of applications that comes with your plan. So it's really easy guys. You just need to tap into the products. As you can see, here's the dropshipping. We created a dropshipping from Aliexpress, so you can do that as well into the tick super. So I want to go back. There's also the bold multi-currency. So I want to go to the App Store once again. See, here is the magic currency converter. This is actually a really great conversion, because let's say that you're operating with dollars and someone from, I don't know, maybe Colombia wants to buy something and they don't know anything about dollars. So after you add the application, it's going to be converting all your currency that are inside your website into other currencies. It's not only available for the USD, which is actually really great, more accessible for you, and you can do your website like worldwide. It's really like much more easier. So as you can see, this application only works for a subscription, and you need to pay for $5 every 30 days. As I just told you, there are a bunch of applications that comes totally for free with your monthly subscription. In this case, the magic currency converter does not have that available. But it's up to you, that you guys just need to select the application that you want to have into your account, and well, there you go. Now let's go into the payment section, which is really simple guys. We can choose a provider. So let's say, for example, I want to choose the to checkout, or I just want to check the Mercado Pago, which is actually really great in my country. So I can add a client ID, client secret in here, and I can activate this one. So it's going to be enabled into the test mode. So now here into the checkout section, we can add some customer contact method. So that would be whether a phone number and email. You can add require first and the last name. So if you want to choose optional things or required, you can totally do that in here, and just go into the save section. So once you fit into that, let's go into the shippings and delivery. So as you can see here, we have a lot of general shipping rates. As you can see, here's the rates for 2 locations into 2 different zones. So if you go into the manage section, I want to look for this product, for example, and I want to ship that, let's say, to not from Mexico, let's say from another section. I want to add some rate. I want to use current application, and let's say I want to choose worldwide flat rate, and the price is like 100. And here it is, the rate of Dsers service. So you can add some rating here if you want to. This is just for custom personalized drop shippings, okay? And in here, it's really important guys, that you can add your policies, your terms of service, and your shipping policies, your contact information. You can create even templates here. So if I scroll down, I I can create that from a template. As you can see, it appears totally for free. I just need to put and tag something different. For example, here you can always contact us from this email. You can choose that to change that, and we can choose a return address in here just in case it doesn't work. So for example, I can put in here just a trial address for refund, right? Damage issues. So you just need to fill the information that fits for you. Once again, I'm going to go into the privacy policy. I want to create that from a template, and as you can see, here's the contact section. It's really looking really nice. Speaking about the legal section, so this actually looks really legit and help us to have our account, our website much more verified and more secure. So I'm going to add some shipping policy. If you want to add some shipping policy in here, you can do that as well. I'm going to just put the contact information. As you can see, here's, let's say I just want to put a phone number real quick, and a Viet number and a trade number. This is just a random thing, and I want to save that information. And once I fill all that, I can go into my domains, so I can start buying or connecting an existing domain. So if you have an existing domain, just getting to connect your existing domain. So for example, I have this sounds sales. Let's go into next. So if the domain is available for the purchase, you can go into the buy domain. You might see that here's the address, the payment method, the billing currency, and it's going to be added to your subscription, guys. So your trial ends on August 22, so you can go into continue. And after you add your domains, it's really easy, guys, to connect your domain. As you can see right now, at the moment, I only have the sounds1822.myshopify.com, but you can totally look for a new one. You can go into Google domains, guys, and try to look if you can buy a domain that can be a little bit more cheaper for you. So for example, I want to look for sounds. I'm going to go into get it, and it's going to be showing me all the domains that are available, currently available, and it's going to give me the best price so far. So as you can see here, you have sound.art, so you have sound.design.doc. As you can see, there are a bunch of things. Now if you're not willing to see this currency that works into Mexico, I want to change that from United States, so I can look that into dollars. And now let's take a look into the domains that are available. So as you can see here, we have $14, I have $20 a year, I have $30 a year, I have $12 a year, $18 a year, $12 a year. So there are lots of things that we can use. So let's say for example, this one looks for me, sounds.icu.com. so after you purchase this specific website, you can now connect that directly into your Shopify account, and you're good to go, guys. So now that you have here your account, you need to pay for taxes every time you make a sale and all that. So you have to we all have tax obligation, guys, so we need to have this a little bit more cleaner, and it's going to be really easy, guys. You just need to go into the taxes and duties into the settings section and look for the country that you're currently living in. So in my case, I'm going to choose Mexico, and as you can see, here is the reset default tax rate. So it's going to be updated here. So there are a bunch of regions that are appearing in here. So what I want to do is to select the amount that's going to be appearing here. It says added to 16 federal taxes in here. So I just want to scroll down and add a tax overall. So I want to choose, for example, the headphones. 16% that actually works into my country. So as you can see, Mexico, here it is. I want to choose this one, this option once again. And as you can see, you can do that into all the operates that. I'm going to scroll a little bit up, and I can go back. So now I have here my duties and import taxes in here. So if you have international customers, we can avoid unexpected fees. So we can go into compare plans to take a look how much it's going to be costing us. Sometimes it takes I'm going to go into monthly. It says $14, but this one is going to be helping us with the transaction fees, the currency conversion fees, and there's 2 staff members going to be helping us a lot, up to 4 locations. If this one, like your website is going like blowing up, you can choose this plan, which is really great, guys. I'm going to go into the 2U section. It's going to be a lot of members in here. Is going to be helping us, professional reports, advanced reporters, international pricing, and all that. So you might want to take a look here into the pricings for the taxes and all that. You can add a domain here. We just need to test an order here. So I want to go into learn more. I want to go into the test mode. So as you can see, I can go into the emulation here. And as you can see, there are a bunch of things that we can use just to make a test payment here, and it's going to be appearing into our account. You can simulate like a successful transaction here. So for example, I want to go into my online store. Let's say, for example, I want to test this option. I want to choose a quantity. I want to add this to the cart and go into this checkout section. If you already created here a checkout section, if this appears to you, you can go back in here. You can go into your account. You can go into the settings, and you can go into the checkout section. Now, what you guys want to do is to go into accounts are optional here. You can choose the payment section, and you need to enable a payment provider in order to continue. So you can start taking a look here into the testing your website. So in order to try to make a quick test here into our Shopify product here, let's go into the settings section. I want to go into the payment section, and what I want to do is to choose a provider in order for accepting here payments into the checkouts and all that. So for example, I want to choose this Mercado Pago. In this case is the one that works into Mexico City. So it says here client ID and the client secret. So in that case, let's go ahead and select our options. Enable test mode. I want to go into save here. Now what I want to do is to go into my checkout and take a look if this works already. So let's say, for example, here I want to go into my online store once again. Pages in here. Alright, so I'm going to save this options and save the changes here. If you go into your online store, you can scroll a little bit down. I'm going to go into the home section here real quick. And you can see that the improved stores improve your store quality. So we can go into the recommendations. And as you can see, I'm going to put it here. I've already done that. I'm going to go into done just to make sure that everything is already been set. So we have now an about us page. We have a refund policy, privacy policy. We now have an add product, photos, video here. We already set products as active, so we can start creating a test in here. So the last thing we need to do in order for making some test is to add a domain here. So you just need to go ahead and select this option. It says add domain. And currently I'm using this domain because this one is let's say totally for free. So it sounds, I'm not pretty sure why it's not letting me do that. So as you can see, here's the primary for the online store. I want to exit in here. And now what I can do is to go into my payment section. I can add some payment methods right in here. Select a payment method. I want to choose a provider in here. So let's say maybe this option is right in here. Alipay, or I'm going to select this option. I want to activate this option. You're not currently connected to this. I'm going to install the application so I can connect and accept some payments in order for making the test in here. So now as you can see, we can install the application. They need some access into our account. We need to accept that. And then what I want to do is to choose the account. It's the second one. We'll be back soon. So I'm going to just try to reload the page if this is not working. In my case, I want to go back and look if there's another payment method that we can choose, if this one just won't work for you guys. So let's say I want to choose Visa, right? MasterCard, American Express, and let's say I'm okay with Ethereum. If I want to enable that, I want to activate it. I want to connect the pinwheel. Now let's see if this one works for our account. Sometimes it just won't work because of the trial mode. Sometimes it does. So as you can see, it did work. I just need to create a new username and a password in order to continue. So if you don't have one, you need to contact us or write us at this email. So you just need to create our account in here. I'm gonna try to use another one just in case it doesn't work for you guys. So let's look for a provider for another provider. Let's say Verifone. Right, I'm gonna activate this. I want to connect this real quick. Let's grant access to the to checkout process. And in order for that, you just need to sign up in order for creating our account in here. Just click into not I2 so you can globally start creating your account in here real quick. So after you make this checkout conversion, you can now go back into your account in here. Now what you can do, let's say I already have an existing domain, and you can transfer that in there. I want to go back in here. I want to choose place a test order, learn about the test orders in here, and it's just easy just to scroll a little bit down so you can place an order in your desktop. In here we'll already upload test mode, enable that. We want to scroll a little bit down. As you can see, here is the information that you can put in order for making a payment here. I want to go a little bit back now. I want to go into my website and let's take a look here if I can make the purchase now. So you just need to go and add the quantity here. You can go into buy it now, and after you make the payment method already added into your page, is going to be appearing here your order and all that. But in this case, it says that the store isn't taking orders right now because we haven't enabled that yet. So that means we have to check out the conversion plus of the Verifone. In our case, that provider is not working at the moment, but let's say you want to look for something different, like maybe this option. It says a plus, so I want to connect this option, and there's a lot of things that you can use in here, but sometimes it just won't work because you need to have an account. And in order to have an account, you need to have already a merchant ID and a client secret. So I can go into create my account. So for the purpose of this specific tutorial, I'm not going to do that because it's going to be taking us too long. So I'm just going to exit in here. And lastly, guys, what I want to show you is this part. I want to go back in here into my Shopify home section, and as you can see here, I have the explore more support. We already checked the help center. We already checked the community. Speaking about the community, actually there are a bunch of things that you can just see in order for discussions, best practices with other business and all that. But I want to show you something real cool about the Shopify Learned. So we can get step-by-step guidance on how to best set up our business online. So I can open this in a link in a new tab so we can get started. And as you can see, there are a bunch of lessons here that we can use totally for free, guys, that we can be checking out here. For example, here the CEO training for beginners, Facebook ad for beginners. So you can start learning. There are a lot of things that we can use in order for learning how to setting with Diamond John, turn your hobby into a business. We can select the option that says start your course in here. So 31 lessons, and you can choose the start course section, and you just need to enter into your account. This will be already added into your Shopify payment method. So it's really simple, guys. If you want to start your own business, your marketing and selling section, you can, if you want to check out the store experiences in here. For example, I want to check out about retails. There are a bunch of tutorials here that we can watch, 3 minutes long, 5 minutes long, 4 minutes long, using your brick store to get more sales online. You just need to hit into play and you're good to go. And the last thing that I want to show you guys is the courses that they have already here. So we already saw the Shopify Learn section. So if you go into the topics of courses in here, you can select a specific brand. For example, here the 3 steps to start an online business. If you're trying to take a look here, specifically speaking about maybe dropshipping, you can select that option. And as you can see, we have 5 specific courses that we can choose. For example, here's how to start dropshipping business, how to find winning products to sell. So if you're interested into one of those, you just need to select the option that says start your course in here. There are 10 lessons, an hour and 26 minutes. And easy peek, here's the The overview and the instructor is going to be showing you what is you're going to be learning into his course. You just need to create an account. As you already know, we already have an account in here. So as you can see, there are a bunch of things, there are a bunch of tools that we can use in order for creating your account into Shopify. As you can see, it wasn't that hard, and actually the drop shipping method is working for a few guys, because you don't have to put any kind of money. Maybe you have to put amount, just a small amount of money in order for creating, I don't know, maybe to buy your domain and to pay maybe for the Shopify or other e-commerce, so you can start your brand, to pay that for that maybe monthly. So maybe you're gonna be spending like $100 or maybe $80 just for these tools, but you're gonna be having all this access to, so they can be helping you to make this transaction. So you don't have to helping you making the walkthrough of the payments of all the orders that you might want, of all the orders that you might create into your website. So you don't have to buy any stuff, you don't have to have any stock in your house or in other places, and you have to do absolutely anything, speaking about buying stuff and sending that into other countries. So that's the reason why there are a bunch of people who use the drop shipping. So as you can see, there are a bunch of things that we need to cover, speaking about the design of our specific website. As you can see here, I have just a few items in here. For example, this brand, it's not looking so well only for selling just one item. For example, I just want to sell this item, so maybe I can just delete both of this one, and I can put this at this already first page and go into the shop all. So it's going to be redirecting me into the product, which is just the first one. And here we have also the contact section that we just didn't put in here. We have the quick links, the info, all the payment methods that can be available for the subscription. Welcome to our store catalog. And I want to go back into my sounds, into my dashboard. So it's really easy, guys. It's a really simple website. It's not like the best that I've done so far, but it works for me. It really works for me. If you are not willing to have that kind of website, you want to check out some other themes, you can go always into the customize section, and you can change that to wherever you want to, guys. Lastly, remember to check out here your setup guide, so you can see all the tasks that are needed in order for having your website already completed. So as you can see here, you have the add domain, which is pending here, and the place a test order, when this is already pending already, because we need to add a payment method, which in my case I just we can't do that at the moment because we have this trial mode and we need to pay and create an account for that. So it's going to be taking us a lot in order for continuing. So I just opted not to do that at the moment, but you guys know how to do that already. And obviously, if you go into your settings section, there's always the plan tab where you can choose. You can see here's the trial store. You can deactivate your trial, or you can, if you are already convinced that you want to work here into Shopify, you can start picking a plan. So they are like monthly plans. They are yearly, the 2 years, 3 years. If you choose, for example, the 2 years, you can be saving up to 20% annually. So the most popular of speaking 2 years is the basic Shopify, and it's only $11 a month, which is actually really cheap for all the things that are available into your account, into your applications. We've already saw that there are a bunch of applications that you don't need to pay for that come with your plan. There's the starter plan, of course, the simplest way to start selling through social and messaging apps. There's only one user, shareable product pages. All the plans include shareable product pages, unlimited products, fraud analysis, abandoned cart recovery, manual order creation, sales, gift cards, sales in over 123 countries, free SSL certificate, and app ecosystem with a bunch of applications. So as you can see, it might be a little high your plan here, but this totally worth it if you are willing to use all the applications that we just saw here, the analytics, the marketing, to adding a few products, making drop shipping from Aliexpress, on Shopify. And if you already have your website, you have already a domain, and you want to send that directly into Shopify, you can do that as well. We've already saw how to do that as well. We've already checked out almost all of this section here about speaking about the markets here. We can become a true global business. So that means that the primary market, in my case, it's Mexico. But let's say I want to do international things. So I need to go into manage this, and I want to enable that. And in order for that, I need to manage the domain and my language, the currency and the pricing, the duties and input taxes, and of course all the store settings. I mean, the shipping methods, the payment methods, the taxes method, and after that you need to go into continue. But in my case, I want to activate, let's say, the international mode, and here is your store. We recommend low cost experience. I want to go into OK. I want to scroll a little bit down. Here is the Dsers fulfillment service. So lastly, I just need to make sure here into my billing that my payment method, in order for my subscriptions, is already here into the upcoming bill. For example, here the cycle that I have here, in the cycle fees exceed 60%, you need to pay these fees before currently more. So you just need to go into subscriptions, go into be all, or you can add a payment method, and you can add it right in here right away. So it's really easy, guys, to making a credit card payment. So you can now be really sure that your money is going to be really safe and your website is going to be updated, speaking about all the billing issues. So once again, guys, it was just a very easy and basic tutorial. We've covered so far a bunch of basic things that you can do in order for starting with your first e-commerce website. And as you can see, we've already checked some orders, how to add some products. If you don't even have a product, you can do drop shipping here using Aliexpress. So it wasn't that hard for making drop shipping, guys. We know how to customize our own products and add that into Shopify using Printuful. There are a bunch of applications that we saw so far. For example, we saw the geolocation, we saw Dsers, we saw the Printuful, as I just told you before. And you can choose the recommended applications, and as you can see, there are a bunch of things that we can use. For example, the CJ dropshipping is almost as Dsers as we just saw before. The Pagefly to customize our store, the look product reviews and photos. There are a bunch of things that we can use. So as you can see here, we have the free plan available here, 14-day free trial. So if I add this real quick application, for example, I want to select that option and install the application. It's going to be showing me a bunch of photo recommendations, reviews, and all that can be helpful for our website and can make much more secure. Can bring more confidence to the client, as it might say, oh, okay, it works. So let's say, for example, I want to choose this option, 50%. I'm going to go into continue. I'm going to go to continue once again. I want to finish this. And as you can see, here is the dashboard in here. So as you can see, here's the looks in here. It's going to be creating me a bunch of discounts in here. So as you can see here, the orders in here, my reviews, approve or pending, and that's going to be appearing into Aliexpress. So we are trying to sell and use some recommendations in here. For example, here's the custom review. I want to choose my extension. It's called, I want to go a little bit up, and basically what happens in here is that I can choose a review here, recommended, highly recommended, with a photo, and it's going to be importing this customer review into your application, into your website. So it's going to be more, it's going to making more confidence for the people in order for buying your purchase in here. So I want to go into the dashboard once again. So it's up to you guys to go and check the apps. There are a bunch of things that you can do. There's for example the booster recommendation. There's the Printuful. This is like creating just your own design in here. So as you can see, there are a bunch of things once again that you can use here into Shopify. It's totally up to you guys to check out more applications about that. Hopefully this was a very useful video for you guys if you want to start creating here your very first website, your very first e-commerce store. It's been a major pleasure, guys, to be helping you, guiding you to how to Shopify actually works. Just in case you have any questions, you can leave it down below in the comment section. You can let me know anything you have in your mind, or if there's something missing that you might want to check out if you are having some troubles. And once again, guys, you can always go into the home section. You can select your account and you can go into the Shopify help center if you are willing to have any question about migrating to Shopify, about your account, anything related into your website. So you can scroll a little bit down and try to look for a specific situation. You can contact Shopify support, and after that you can go into continue. In my case, to proceed, we need an account settings, so you just need to fill all your information here in order for continue, guys. But in my case, I'm not gonna do that. But you guys just go ahead and select here all your general information so you can contact Shopify, and they'll be more than happy to help you 24/7 hours, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, guys, if you want to see more about this Shopify, this dropshipping information, Aliexpress or Alibaba. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.